Enemy Mine was released in 1985 and directed by Wolfgang Peterson, based on a story by Barry Longyear. It stars Dennis Quaid and Louis Gossett Jr. Before I get started, please understand that I will be revealing a spoiler that occurs two-thirds of the way through the movie. This is necessary as it directly leads to the final act. You have been warned. 4 decades before Grace and Rocky, we had another human-alien bromance with Davidge and Jerry. 100 years into the future, humans have expanded beyond Earth and are at war with the alien Drac race. When a Drac fighter squadron engages with a group of humans, a battle follows, and one ship from each side crash lands on a remote planet. Willis Davidge, the only survivor from the human ship, spots the smoke rising from the Drac wreckage and sets off to finish the job. Davidge reaches the Drac site and spots the enemy pilot. He slips, drops his gun, and hides to figure out his next move. When a thunderstorm begins that night, the Drac jumps into a pond, and Davidge sets fire to the surface with fuel and a flare gun. He approaches the Drac escape capsule, is stunned by a security system, and finds himself a prisoner of the Drac, who has safely emerged from the water. Due to the language barrier, communication between the two is difficult. However, Davidge learns that his captor's name is Jariba Shagan, who Davidge nicknames Jerry. Davidge then demands to be fed, and Jerry gives him an alien larva. When a meteor storm hits, Jerry cuts Davidge loose, realizing they will need to rely on each other to survive. They both duck into a cave for the night. The following day, Davidge and Jerry set off to a safer location, and Davidge tries building a shelter. Time passes, and they start to learn basic language skills from each other, ultimately learning how to throw insults back and forth. When Davidge stalks a native animal for food, he slips into a pit occupied by a predatory creature, and somehow this reminds me of another movie.
Gently now. All right. Easy. Hold me, Chewie. Chewie!
Jerry saves Davidge's life and justifies that decision with some alien logic.
Maybe I need to look at another face, even as ugly as yours.
So you still think humans are ugly, huh?
Compared to a Drac, very ugly. But that thing out there was even more ugly than you.
More time passes, and Davidge and Jerry become friends. Jerry even agrees to show Davidge how to read and interpret the Drac Book of Wisdom. One evening, Davidge recites a familiar passage.
If one receives evil from another, let one not do evil in return. Rather, let him extend love to the enemy, that love might unite them. I've heard all this before.
After another meteor storm and an argument with Jerry, Davidge decides enough is enough and sets out to find a way off the planet. Jerry, who has gained some weight, is in no shape to join him, so Davidge promises to return. Ultimately, he finds a scavenger camp. In a voiceover, Davidge explains that scavengers are humans who use Dracs as slave labor, so the human authorities tend to look the other way. Davidge returns to Jerry and tells him he didn't find anything. We soon learn that Jerry was not just gaining weight, but is expecting a child.
How? Don't look at me.
Jerry goes on to say that since Dracs are asexual, they simply reproduce when the time comes, and he has chosen to name his child Zamis. Jerry is then threatened by a tentacle creature similar to the one that attacked Davidge earlier. This time, Davidge saves Jerry's life. At the start of this review, I warned you about a plot spoiler, and I'm going to discuss it now. When it's time for Zamis to arrive, Jerry dies. After helping with the delivery and burying Jerry, Davidge raises Zamis, who affectionately calls him Uncle. Davidge teaches Zamis about human and Drac culture, Zamis' family line, and even shows him how to play football. One day, Zamis goes missing, and Davidge tracks him to the scavenger camp. Two of the scavengers find Zamis. Davidge disposes of one, but is then shot by the other. He is later found and presumed dead, but wakes up on the station. At this point, Davidge's only priority is to return to the planet and find and rescue Zamis. I won't give the ending away, but it doesn't disappoint. Keep your eyes and ears open for the following. There's a sequence in the script that probably wouldn't fly today, and it has nothing to do with modern sensitivities. It has to do with corporate ownership. For context, Jerry tells Davidge about a great Drac teacher named Shizma. Davidge then tells Jerry about a great human teacher.
Mickey Mouse.
Later, when they get into an argument, Davidge insults Shizma, and Jerry replies as follows.
Your Mickey Mouse is one big stupid dope.
This movie was released by 20th Century Fox, which is now owned by Disney. With that in mind, I don't think this would pass with the studio heads. Although the cast is small, there are a few recognizable names here. Dennis Quaid has a long list of notable credits. These include Breaking Away, Caveman, Dreamscape, Inner Space, Dragonheart, and Frequency. He also appeared in the remakes of The Parent Trap, Yours, Mine, and Ours, and Footloose. Additionally, he played several real-life characters, including Gordon Cooper in The Right Stuff, Jerry Lee Lewis in Great Balls of Fire, Doc Holliday in Wyatt Earp, and the title character in Reagan. Louis Gossett Jr., best known as Sergeant Foley in An Officer and a Gentleman, can also be found in A Raisin in the Sun, The Young Rebels, Roots, The Deep, Sadat, the Iron Eagle series, Return to Lonesome Dove, and Jaws 3D. Oh yeah, Dennis Quaid was in that movie too. Bumper Robinson guest starred on several TV series such as Night Court, Amen, Family Matters, and A Different World. Eventually, he shifted primarily to voice work on shows like Futurama, Teen Titans, Transformers Animated, Ben 10 Omniverse, Avengers Assemble, and Spidey and His Amazing Friends. This movie was Carolyn McCormick's first credited role. She is best known to Star Trek fans as Minuet, Commander Riker's holographic love interest in 2 episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation. The movie is narrated by Doctor Who's Tom Baker. Director Wolfgang Petersen got his start in Germany, directing films such as Das Boot. He went on to direct more mainstream movies like The Neverending Story, In the Line of Fire, Outbreak, Air Force One, and The Perfect Storm. So, is the movie any good? The plot of 2 adversaries joining forces to survive has been done before and since. One example is The Interlopers, a short story first published in 1919. Others include the movies The Defiant Ones from 1958 and Hell in the Pacific from 1968, and The Enemy, an episode from Season 3 of Star Trek The Next Generation. The acting from the 2 leads is solid, but some of the supporting actors are a bit over the top.
Hey, Johnny, look here. Fine little woggy if I ever saw one.
Surprise, surprise. Looks a bit stringy to me, though.
Despite this, I think the movie still holds up. This one gets an 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching my video. If you'd like to see more content like this, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. To access my retro t-shirt store, check the links in the description. Thanks for all your support.
Do you not remember what you said about Chismara?
Yo, maybe you forgot what you said about Mickey Mouse.
That was wrong. I did not mean it.